Job 17. My spirit is being consumed, my days are fading away, and I only have the grave before me. Indeed, I am surrounded by mockers, and my eyes behold their taunts. Promise now, and give me a surety for you, who is there to give me a hand? Because you have hidden understanding from their hearts, therefore you will not exalt them. Whoever denounces his friends to be spoiled, his children's eyes will also fail. But he made me a proverb of the people, so that I became an abomination to them. Therefore my eyes are darkened with grief, and all my limbs are like a shadow. The upright will be amazed at this, and the innocent will rise up against the hypocrite. And the righteous will go his way steadfastly, and the pure of hands will grow in strength. But truly, all of you, return and come, for I will find none wise among you. My days passed, and my purposes, the aspirations of my heart, failed. They exchanged night for day, the light is near the end, because of the darkness. If I wait, the grave will be my home, in the darkness I will spread my bed. To corruption I cry, you are my father, and to worms, you are my mother and my sister. Where then would be my hope now? Yes, my hope, who can see it? The bars of the grave will come down when together in the dust we will rest. Job 18. Then Bildad the Shuhite answered and said, How long will you put an end to words? Consider well, and then we will speak. Why are we treated like animals, and as unclean in your eyes? O you, who tear your soul in your wrath, will the earth be left because of you? Will the rocks be removed from their place? Indeed, the light of the wicked will go out, and the flame of their fire will not shine. The light will be darkened in his tents, and his lamp on him will go out. His sure steps will narrow, and his own counsel will overthrow him. For by his own feet he is cast into the net, and he will walk in the entangled threads. The snare will catch him by the heel, and the trap will catch him. A rope is hidden under the ground, and a trap is in the path. Astonishments will astonish you from all sides, and will haunt you at every step. His vigor will be starved, and destruction is ready at his side. The members of his body will be devoured, the firstborn of death shall devour his members. His confidence will be torn from his tent, where he is entrusted, and this will make him walk towards the king of terrors. He will live in his own tent, which does not belong to him, sulfur will be sprinkled over his dwelling. Below its roots will dry up and above its branches will be cut off. His memory will perish from the earth, and the streets will have no name. From the light they will cast him into darkness, and drive him away from the world. He will have no son or grandson among his people, nor anyone who will succeed him in his homes. Those in the west will be astonished at his day, just as those in the east are astonished. Such indeed are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. Job 19. But Job answered, saying, How long will you afflict my soul and break me with words? You have reproached me 10 times already, you are not ashamed to insult me. Although I am, in fact, wrong, my error will remain with me. If you really want to magnify yourselves against me, and accuse me of my reproach, know now that God is the one who upset me, and with his net he surrounded me. Behold, I cry out, violence. But I am not heard. Shout, help! But there is no justice. He has entrenched my path, and I can no longer pass, and he has set darkness on my paths. He stripped me of my honor, and he took the crown from my head. He has broken me on all sides, and I am gone, and he plucked up my hope, like a tree. And he made his wrath kindle against me, and counted me as his enemies. His troops came together, and prepared his way against me, and encamped around my tent. He has put my brothers far from me, and those who know me have departed from me as strangers. My relatives have left me, and my acquaintances have forgotten me. My domestics and my servants considered me a stranger, and I became a foreigner in their eyes. I called my servant, and he did not answer me, I even begged him with my own mouth. My breath became strange to my wife, so much so that I begged the interest of the children of my body. Even the little ones despise me, and when I stand up, they speak against me. All the men I trust abhor me, and even those I loved have turned against me. My bones clung to my skin and my flesh, and I escaped with just the skin of my teeth. Have pity on me, my friends, have pity on me, because the hand of God has touched me. Why do you persecute me like God, and are not satisfied with my flesh? I wish now that my words were written. I wish they were recorded in a book. And that, with an iron pen, and with lead, they would be carved into the rock forever. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will rise on the earth. And after my skin is consumed, yet in my flesh I will see God. I will see him for myself, and my eyes, and no others will behold him, and therefore my kidneys are consumed within me. Indeed, what should you say? Why do we persecute him? For the root of the accusation is found in me. Fear the sword yourselves, for wrath brings the punishments of the sword, so that you may know that there is a judgment. Job 20. Then Zophar the Naamathite answered and said, Since my thoughts make me respond, I hurry. I have heard the rebuke, which shames me, but the spirit of my understanding will answer for me. Do you not know that from ancient times, since man was placed on the earth, is the joy of the wicked brief, and the joy of the hypocrites momentary? Even though his pride reaches to heaven, and his head reaches to the clouds. However, like his own dung, he will perish forever, and those who saw him will say, Where is he? Like a dream it will fly, and will not be found, and will be driven away like a vision in the night. The eye, which has already seen him, will never see him, nor will his place see him again. His children will seek to please the poor, and his hands will restore their wealth. His bones are full of the strength of his youth, but he will lie down with him in the dust. Even if evil is sweet in his mouth, and he hides it under his tongue. And keep it, and do not leave it, but retain it in your taste. Yet his food will change in his bowels, gall of asps will be inwardly. He has swallowed riches, but he will vomit them out, from his womb God will cast them. Asp poison will sip, a viper's tongue will kill him. He will not see the streams, the rivers, and the brooks of honey and butter. He will restore your work, and will not swallow it up, according to his power to change, and he will not leap for joy. Because he oppressed and abandoned the poor, and stole the house that he did not build. Because he felt no peace in his belly, nothing will save him from the things he desires. He will have nothing left of what he eats, therefore his riches will not last. When his supply is full, he will be in distress, all the force of misery will come upon him. Even though he is filling his belly, God will send the burning of his wrath upon him, and will make it rain upon him when he goes to eat. Even if he flees from the iron weapons, the bronze bow will pierce him. He will draw the sword that will come out of his body, and it will shine from his gall, and there will be terrors upon him. All darkness will hide in his hiding places, and unbreathed fire will consume him, it will do harm to what remains in his tent. The heavens will reveal his iniquity, and the earth will rise up against him. The riches of his house will be transported, in the day of his wrath they will all be poured out. This, from God, is the portion of the wicked man, this is the inheritance that God has decreed for you. Thank you for watching this video, please subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and leave a comment.